President Lee Jae Myung sat down separately with U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Chinese Vice Premier Lifeng at the Blue House on this Wednesday, as their leaders prepare to sit down for talks in Beijing on Thursday. Our Blue House correspondent Yoo-jin reports.
A day before the highly anticipated summit between U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping, President Lee Jae Myung met with senior officials from both countries at the Blue House. Lee held talks with U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, marking their second meeting following their first in New York last September. As widely expected, Seoul's pledged $350 billion investment package in exchange for lower U.S. tariffs was among the issues discussed.
President Lee asked Secretary Bessent to help ensure that the investment agreement leads to broader cooperation in key economic and strategic sectors based on the strong trust between Seoul and Washington, creating mutual benefits for both countries.
The two sides also agreed on the need to strengthen cooperation in supply chains and the foreign exchange market at a time of growing global uncertainties. Just before that, President Lee met with Chinese Vice Premier Lifeng. Lee's back-to-back meetings came ahead of trade talks between He and Bessent aimed at coordinating key issues before the Trump-Xi summit in Beijing.
President Lee said stable ties between the United States and China would greatly contribute to the development and prosperity of countries around the world, including Korea. Vice Premier He expressed appreciation for Korea's support in hosting the talks.
When asked why the trade talks were being held in Korea this time, Kang said the negotiations could be viewed as an effort to advance and finalize discussions from the previous Trump-Xi summit in Busan last October. On bilateral ties, President Lee asked the Chinese vice premier to play an active role in maintaining close communication in areas including the economy and culture. He in turn said he would do his utmost to ensure the smooth implementation of agreements reached during the two summits between Presidents Lee and Xi. With Seoul maintaining its alliance with Washington while also preserving its strategic cooperative partnership with Beijing, Wednesday's meetings could be viewed as its delicate balancing act between the world's two superpowers. Yoo-jin, Arirang News.